Hello and welcome to the Channel 1 Newsroom from our studios at number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Tesano in Accra. I am Omaru Sanda Amadu. Coming up, Asokore-Mampong Municipal Assembly in the Ashanti region vowed to free Sabon Zongo of crime as demolition of unauthorized structures enters day 2.
Somebody was lynched over here. The assembly decided that, together with the stakeholders, we should demolish the structures and whatever that is here. That is exactly what we have done. We are going to fence the place.
Opposition New Patriotic Party to demonstrate on August 6 over what it says are undemocratic practices under the Mahama administration.
The New Patriotic Party hereby serves notice that on 6th of August, next week Thursday, 2026, in collaboration with other political parties,
2 companies granted license to cultivate cannabis for medical and industrial purposes.
And for those who have applied and have been given the license, there's also a caveat. You cannot go beyond the acreage that you have been granted. You cannot do other things that you have not been permitted by the committee.
President Mahama calls for peace in Dagbon following successful enskinment of new regions.
Late Yana demonstrated that traditional leadership and democratic governance are not competitors. Indeed, we are partners. Government will continue to work closely with the traditional authorities of Dagbon to preserve the peace that has been painstakingly built over.
In Channel 1 Business, buyers to get affordable financing packages at Channel 1 TV Zonda Tech Auto Sale and Expo. And in Channel 1 Sports, Team Ghana misses opportunity to increase medal tally at 2026 Commonwealth Games. We're grateful that you join us for the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. I am Omaru Sanda Amadu. Let's settle for details of our stories now. And authorities at the Asokore-Mampong Municipal Assembly in the Ashanti region have vowed to sanitize the Sabon Zongo community, where a demolition exercise is being carried out in response to security concerns. The Assembly continued the exercise on Friday after the exercise began on Thursday, leaving scores of people displaced. Channel 1 News' Bureau Chief for the Middle Belt is Hafiz Tijani, and he reports.
Day 2 of the exercise saw excavators pull down unauthorized structures, mostly metal containers, amid a heavy police and military presence. The Assembly insists that the exercise was necessary following persistent complaints about rising crime in the area. The decision follows heightened security concerns after the lynching of a 27-year-old man accused of stealing 4,800 Ghana cedis and the discovery of the body of an unidentified young man. The Assembly says it gave prior notice to residents, including cattle rearers, mechanics, and traders before the demolition.
When somebody was lynched over here, the assembly decided that, together with the stakeholders, if I talk about stakeholders, I'm talking about those people that the land belongs to. I can talk of Otek FM, I can talk of Mercom and Zuria FM. We came together and decided that we should demolish the structures and whatever that is here. That is exactly what we have done.
Coordinating Director for the Asokore Municipal Assembly told Channel 1 News plans are underway to ensure the squatters do not return to the area.
We are going to fence the place so that people who normally, park on unauthorized places, whenever the assembly, pound on your vehicle, we will bring it here for safekeeping. So that is the short possible plans for the assembly.
Now we're also seeing a refuse dam behind us. What's the plan for that?
In fact, we actually discussed it with the landowners. They have agreed that as soon as we do the demolition, they also come in and make sure that the refuse are evacuated from the place.
In a related development, officials at Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly have cleared structures along the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. This follows several notices and warnings the assembly served occupants of the area after the deadline was extended. At both the Sabonzongo and the stadium areas, the affected individuals have begun salvaging what is left of their belongings.
Authorities say after a successful demolition exercise, they would put measures in place to ensure sanity prevails at this enclave. Hafiz Tijani, Channel 1 News, Sabonzongo, Asokore Municipality, Ashanti Region.
Now, the Traditional Medicine Practice Council has shut down 30 facilities in the Ashanti region after an enforcement exercise uncovered multiple regulatory breaches. Some of the facilities, according to the council, are operating without valid license and engaging in qualified health practitioners. Ashanti Regional Correspondent Bright Yeboah reports.
The Traditional Medicine Practice Council inspected 55 facilities across the Ashanti region, including herbal clinics, massage centers, chiropractic facilities, homeopathy centers, Ayurveda clinics, wellness and yoga centers, as well as herbal shops. The exercise was conducted to ensure compliance with the Traditional Medicine Practice Act 2000, Act 575, which mandates the council to regulate, control, and promote traditional, complementary, and alternative medicine practice in Ghana. The inspection uncovered widespread violations, including facilities operating without valid licenses and others employing unqualified practitioners. Speaking to the media, the council's head of compliance, enforcement and inspection, Michael Lawson, said 30 facilities were shut down with additional sanctions to follow regardless of any appeals by the affected operators.
We've closed down about 30 facilities, and these facilities are facilities where they've failed to be compliant with regulation. So this is a credit score on all providers of these services that kindly ensure that as we are conducting enforcement activities in the Ashanti region, you ensure you do the necessary documentation. If you have officers who work with you, who are known as supporting staff, you kindly ensure that you initiate processes of acquiring licenses for them.
He explained that the ongoing operation is only the first phase of the nationwide compliance exercise, with a second phase scheduled to begin in the coming weeks. He added that the council, in collaboration with its legal team, will initiate criminal proceedings against operators found to be practicing without the required licenses, certifications, and professional credentials.
For the facilities that we've closed now, most of them have actually appealed to the council, and the council is looking at initiating sanctions. But for ones that we've closed, that they've not appealed to the council to ensure they take the necessary steps to rectify the problem that we've identified. When I go back, we're going to engage the legal team to ensure we initiate criminal proceedings against these practitioners who are operating without the necessary certifications and credentials.
Now, the Narcotics Control Commission, NARCOC, has granted license to 2 companies to cultivate cannabis for medicinal and industrial purposes. The approval follows Parliament's adoption of a regulatory and fee framework that permits the controlled cultivation, processing, and use of cannabis containing no more than 0.3% THC for medical and industrial applications. Channel 1 News' Fauzu Masawudo has more in the following report.
Speaking during the presentation of licenses to the successful companies, he outlined the stringent procedures undertaken before the approvals were granted.
We set out forward to ensure that we scrutinize all applications. The first was to submit to my people through an online application. We had a technical representation or a technical review committee from stakeholders from other government agencies who took time to review the applications. Our guys went to the field to go and check to be sure that the land is appropriately situated. You meet all the basic requirements before we recommended to the Minister, Honorable Muntaka, to approve it.
Major General Mante cautioned the licensed companies to strictly comply with all regulatory requirements, warning that any breach of the licensing conditions would attract sanctions.
And for those who have applied and have been given the licenses, there's also a caveat. You cannot go beyond the acreage that you have been granted. You cannot do other things that you have not been permitted by the commission to do. What it means is that you have to meet the basic requirements. That is why in your package, you're going to find the guideline, the LI, and other instructions that will help you regulate. The essence is to create jobs. If you think, on the other hand, you want to abuse the system, that will be most unfortunate, but will come very hard at you.
Representatives of the licensed companies described the approval as a major milestone for Ghana's emerging cannabis industry, expressing optimism that the sector will create jobs, attract investment, and contribute significantly to the country's economic growth.
MG Adom is in close collaboration with the Center for Plant Medicine Research, which is one of the leading research institutions in Africa, and they're into medicinal plant research. And so we are not just going to cultivate, we are also going to do a lot of research. And at a point in time, some of these products, some of this material will be used for herbal products and to create employment.
Now, the New Patriotic Party, NPP, says it will stage a nationwide protest on August 6 over what it describes as actions threatening Ghana's democratic institutions. The party is also accusing the government of influencing the judiciary following the Court of Appeal's decision to overturn the conviction of former Maslock CEO Sedina Tamaklo.
The NPP has criticized the Court of Appeal's acquittal of former Maslock Chief Executive Officer Sedina Tamaklo, describing the ruling as politically motivated and carefully orchestrated. Sedina Tamaklo was extradited to Ghana a month ago to begin serving a 10-year prison sentence after she was convicted of stealing, willfully causing financial loss to the state, and money laundering. However, a 3-member panel of the Court of Appeal overturned the conviction, ruling that the prosecution had failed to prove its case beyond reasonable doubt. Addressing a news conference, the NPP's national organizer, Henry Nana Boakye, argued that the appeal did not succeed on its legal merits. He alleged that the decision was part of a broader plan to secure Tamaklo's release.
This acquittal was politically motivated, well orchestrated and planned, and its timing on the eve of legal vacation, with public attention divided, is no coincidence, and it's not an accident at all. And we hear the Attorney General says he's going to go before the Supreme Court on appeal. It is all part of the well-choreographed plan.
Mr. Boakye also alleged that members of the judiciary are operating under fear of failing to align with the government's expectations following the removal of former Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu.
It was part of their plan to oust the former Chief Justice, Madame Tokonu. So the message is clear that if the president has been able to put in a system to remove the Chief Justice, then who am I?
The NPP says these concerns have informed its decision to embark on a protest on August 6, which it says is aimed at defending Ghana's democracy and safeguarding the independence of state institutions.
The New Patriotic Party hereby serves notice that on 6th of August, next week Thursday, 2026, in collaboration with other political parties, civil society, organizations, professional bodies, student movement, youth movement, and all well-meaning citizens, we shall embark on massive demonstration to defend our democracy.
For the New Patriotic Party, the acquittal of Sedina Tamaklo is not right in law and is politically motivated. They are also of the firm belief that the government and the Attorney General are targeting NPP members. A reason for the protest on August 6, 2026. Reporting for Channel 1 News, Hansen Ajeman.
Now, the Court of Appeal has adjourned indefinitely without delivering a ruling on the state's application for a stay of execution in the appeal involving former microfinance and small loan center Maslock boss Sedina Tamaklo Ationu. A three-member panel presided over by Justice Sophia Rosetta Benasco Essa heard submissions from both the prosecution and the defense before retiring to consider the application. After nearly 2 hours of deliberations, the judges returned to the courtroom and informed the parties that they had been unable to reach a unanimous decision on the state's request. The court subsequently adjourned the matter indefinitely, without indicating when it would reconvene to deliver its ruling. The state is seeking a stay of execution pending the determination of its substantive appeal in the corruption case involving the former Maslock CEO. Meanwhile, former Attorney General Godfred Yeboah-Dame, in a statement, disputed claims that his office was aware of the notice of appeal when he was in office. According to him, the prosecution informed the Court of Appeal during the proceedings in April 2026 that he had not been served with the notice of appeal. He further explained that the original panel of judges assigned to hear the appeal was later reconstituted before the current bench took over the case. He accused the government of selective justice. Now, the minority in Parliament has criticized the Minerals Commission over what it says are serious flaws in 6 mining lease agreements approved by Parliament on Thursday. The ranking member on the Lands and Natural Resources Committee, Kweku Amprechum Sapong, in addressing journalists, described the Commission's work as substandard, insisting that the agreement contained inconsistencies and defects that should have been thoroughly examined before receiving parliamentary approval. Channel 1 News' Ni Aikwe Okain reports.
Among the 6 mining agreements ratified by Parliament on Thursday is the mining lease for Damine Gold Limited, which is currently managed by engineers and planners. Speaking to journalists on the ratification, the ranking member on the Lands and Natural Resources Committee, Kweku Amprechum Sapon, argued that Parliament should have taken more time to examine the agreements instead of proceeding with what he described as a hurried ratification process.
It appears the Minerals Commission did a shoddy job and poor diligence in ensuring that the lease documents are in proper conformity with the law and standards operating procedures. There were some cadastral plans that lacked the mandatory signatures of the appropriate regional surveyors. These are not minor technical defects. Some were not even properly signed, and or with no names and endorsements. Parliament cannot therefore afford to overlook inconsistencies in documents that define rights over the Republic's mineral resources.
He also criticized the government's decision not to renegotiate the state's economic interest in the Damine mine from 10% to at least 30%, arguing that such a move could have secured greater value and revenue for Ghanaians.
The successor operator, Damine Gold Mine, which happens to be an SPV for Engineers and Planners Limited, is a company funded by the president's brother. That fact by itself does not establish any impropriety, nor does it disqualify the company from participating in Ghana's mining industry. This transaction presented a unique opportunity for the state to renegotiate its economic interest in the mine. Rather than merely approving a transfer of ownership, government should have pursued an increase in the state equity participation from the current 10% to maybe between 20 to 30%, thereby securing greater long-term value and revenue for the Ghanaian people from an already producing mining concession.
Meanwhile, The Member of Parliament for Achimota, Alexander Kwesiakwa, in addressing journalists, has urged the Municipal Chief Executive for Birim Central, Solomon Kusibrako, to seek legal redress rather than invoke cases over allegations of promoting illegal mining activities in the area.
We all know that ever since I started alleging that the MCE has been facilitating galamsey operations in Achimota, it's been close to about 1 year. And the lack of responses from government is what has made me to continuously call the attention of other CSOs and you, the media, to investigate the issues. I don't know why this time around he's decided to go to the courts. The courts are there. I thought he has to go to the court.
Now, the enskinment of a new regent for the Kingdom of Dagbon has been marked by renewed calls for sustained peace to preserve the legacy of the late overlord Yana Bukari Mahama II. The demise of the overlord on July 11, 2026 has prompted the enskinment of one of his sons as regent to oversee the affairs of the kingdom until the final funeral rites are performed. Our Northern Bureau Chief Shawana Yusuf has more in this report.
Amid the sound of traditional drumming and the firing of musketers, the forecourt of the Gbewa Palace was filled with chiefs, dignitaries, and thousands of mourners who gathered to witness the enskinment of the regent. The installation began with private customary rites before the regent was officially outdoored to the public in accordance with Dagbon tradition. Speaking on behalf of the National House of Chiefs, the Vice President of the House, Bupeura Abdullahi Jinapor II, called on the people of Dagbon to uphold the prevailing peace during the mourning period and beyond. He assured the regent of the National House of Chiefs unwavering support as he steers the affairs of the kingdom during the transition.
And I'm very happy the regent has already known what the whole country is about. It's about peace. The father has come to inherit peace, and he ruled with peace and gone. And he has come to succeed the father for the meantime. He knows the father more than me, even though the father has been a very good friend. About less than 2 months ago, we all know I was with him here. Please, Regent, peace. Peace is the cornerstone of development.
In a speech delivered on his behalf during his maiden public appearance as regent, Kampan Kuyana Yakubu Abukari paid tribute to his late father, saying although the kingdom had lost its revered king, the peace, unity, and development he championed must endure.
During this transition period, I commit to 1, continue every development initiative my father championed. The palace construction, the 10-year development plan, the UDS CND campus, and our agricultural and energy development partners. 2, maintaining every relationship my father built with the government of Ghana, with our international partners, with our corporate friends, and especially with our brother kingdoms. 3, upholding every peace my father achieved between the royal gates, between communities, between ethnic groups, and between religious sects. 4, and above all, governing with the humility, wisdom, and love of people that define every day of my father's remarkable reign. My father used to say that when you love your people truly, governance is not a burden, it is a calling. Today, I answer that calling.
President John Dramani Mahama, who was present at the event, described the late Yana Abukari Mahama II as a peace-loving and visionary traditional ruler whose reign was marked by wisdom, unity, and an unwavering commitment to the development of Dagbon.
The late Yana demonstrated that traditional leadership and democratic governance are not competitors. Indeed, we are partners. Government will continue to work closely with the traditional authorities of Dagbon to preserve the peace that has been painstakingly built over the years. We owe this responsibility not only to today's generation, but to generations yet unborn. My brothers and sisters, the installation of a new regent of Dagbon, Kampakuyana Yakubu, carries more than just symbolism. And I pledge to Kampakuyana to work closely with you to fulfill the dream of your father, to continue working on all the development projects that we started during your father's reign.
With a high-powered delegation that graced the enskinment of a new regent for Dagbon following the unfortunate demise of the overlord, key amongst all the speeches that were read hammered on the need for peace for Dagbon to thrive. For Channel 1 News, I am Shawana Yusuf reporting from the Gbewa Palace in Yendi in the northern region.
Now, the final funeral rites of the late Apostle Dr. Kojo Safo Kantanka concluded on Friday at the Black Star Square in Accra, where thousands of mourners, including traditional leaders, dignitaries, and members of the Christo Asafo Mission, gathered to pay their last respect to a man they describe as a legend. Despite an ongoing court injunction seeking to halt the ceremony, the event went on. There's more in this report by Channel 1 News' Isaac Ofer, which was read by Manuel Ayama.
The Independence Square came alive on Friday as the final funeral rites of Apostle Dr. Kojo Safo Kantanka gave way to a solemn yet celebratory atmosphere. Mourners and sympathizers filled the venue, singing songs in praise of the late founder of the Christo Asafo Mission and chanting the name of the former Dom Kwabenya MP, Sarah Adjoa Safo, in recognition of her efforts in ensuring the ceremony took place. The funeral proceeded despite a court injunction aimed at stopping the event, with several attendees describing Adjoa Safo's action as courageous.
Independence Square apart from Papa, or General Safo Kantanka, or no penny anymore. No, it is all no Yadra Mahana, and yes, yet Tanachi, Yen Danachi, dear.
Tributes were read in honor of Apostle Kojo Safo Kantanka, highlighting his contributions to Ghana's industrialization, innovation, and spiritual development through the Christo Asafo Mission and the Kantanka Group.
How do you even begin to speak of a man who impacted positively on the lives of many? How do you encapsulate a life that was full of faith, love, tireless dedication to family, church, and mother Ghana? Words seem to fail us, inadequate to express the depth of our loss. We stand here, each carrying a piece of him within us, a piece of the man who shaped our lives, who taught us to pray, love, to forgive.
His innovative ideas and problem-solving skills not only transformed our communities, but also inspired countless young engineers to pursue their dreams in the field of engineering, electricals, and agriculture. We remember him taking us to Gomwa and Pota, where he established a technological lab. He would tour each department with us. He would then ask which department we would love to join when we grow up. We enjoyed riding his horses at Mpota. Beyond his professional achievements, Grandpa was a philanthropist at heart. He believed in giving back to the community and uplifting those in need.
Now, Ghana has bid farewell to veteran diplomat and former Minister of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Victor Gbehu. The late statesman died at the age of 91 after a period of illness. Government officials, friends, family, and members of the international community gathered at the forecourt of the State House for a befitting state funeral before he was laid to rest. There's more in this report.
Ambassador Victor Gbehu served as Ghana's Minister of Foreign Affairs from 1997 to 2001 under the late President Jerry John Rawlings. He later served as Member of Parliament for Anglo from 2001 to 2005 and subsequently became Foreign Policy Advisor to the late President John Evans Mills. He also served in various capacities at Ghana's diplomatic missions in China, the United Kingdom, Germany, and other countries. His career was largely defined by diplomacy and public service, while also playing an active role in politics as a dedicated member of the National Democratic Congress. It was therefore fitting that the government accorded him a state funeral. Members of the NDC, Parliament, and the international community paid glowing tribute to the late diplomat. His family, in a few emotional words, reflected on the man he was beyond his distinguished public career.
He left his children and the wider family with a perfect example, gifting the quintessence of a life of service. And as Dad rigorously pursued his purpose throughout his life, we, the children, gained the opportunity to learn time and again from the great wisdom of his ways. Dad's discipline, integrity, professionalism, modest living, wit, and sharp intellect were remarkably impressive, to say the least.
President John Mahama, Vice President Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, and other senior government officials were present to bid him farewell. The president described him as a statesman whose lifetime of service strengthened Ghana's reputation across Africa and on the global stage.
For more than 5 decades, he carried that responsibility with uncommon professionalism, quiet confidence, and unwavering patriotism. Wherever he served, Ghana's flag flew a little higher because it was represented by a man of exceptional integrity, sound judgment, and remarkable intellect. His decade as Ghana's ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations in New York from 1980 to 1990 remains one of the longest and most distinguished diplomatic postings in our history. During a period of profound global change, he projected Ghana's voice with dignity, principle, and clarity.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs also announced plans to name one of the facilities in its new ministerial block after the late ambassador.
He remains a profound personal inspiration to me and should inspire every patriotic Ghanaian, particularly those entrusted with public responsibility. In recognition of Ambassador Gbeho's remarkable service and contribution to the nation, I, along with the management of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, have decided to name one of our facilities in our new ministerial block after him to immortalize his memory. Ghana has lost an exceptional statesman.
You're watching Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Still ahead. Buyers to get affordable financing packages at Channel 1 TV's Zondatech Auto Sale and Expo. More on that when we return. Please stay with us.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious for you.
Lizzie hot pepper sauce, spicy.
Lizzie Shito, the Shito is Shito. Lizzie Shito, over
Lizzie Shito, please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzie Shito, dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce, yes, spicy and
Lizzie Shito hot pepper sauce, spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to a place where everyday living is reimagined, where space, movement, and community come together effortlessly. With thoughtfully designed spaces, modern facilities, and everything you need within reach, you don't just live here, you feel safe, comfortable, and at ease. Step inside Eden Heights and discover spaces crafted for comfort, style, and everyday living. And just when it feels right, you will know. Because this isn't just about finding a house, it's about stepping into a better way of living. Eden Heights, the height of modern living. Book a private viewing today.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPack.
EduPack?
Yes, EduPack. A GS-approved and supported initiative for all first-year students going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note: all our wooden chalkboards are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompts, or you can visit www.edupackgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPack, approved and supported by GES.
You're welcome back. Up next is Channel One Business with Nashika Caesar.
Channel One Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
30 years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. It's time to celebrate you big time. The MTN at 30 promo is here. Win one of 9 Toyota Land Cruiser Prados and your share of over 10 million Ghana cedis in rewards. Let's be your connection plug in your everyday hustle. Make video calls, browse the internet for business with family and friends. Make that money move and stay ahead. Because every move counts. Ghana, let's celebrate 30 years with the MTN at 30 promo. Connect, use, build points, and win big. Dial *530# or visit my MTN app for more. T's and T's apply.
And Nashika Caesar has joined me in studio now. What do you have for us in business today?
Well, I have some good news. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you about the Zonda Tech Fair that's coming up in August.
Where we're going to buy our cars, like you and I will buy a fast car.
Nice Zonda cars.
Yeah. Please give us more.
Right. Now, Ghanaians looking to purchase brand new vehicles can heave a sigh of relief as Zondatech Ghana shows of affordable quality vehicles at the upcoming Channel 1 TV Zondatech Auto Sale and Expo. Ghanaians are being encouraged to take advantage of the favorable financing packages to be offered by the participating banks to purchase vehicles. Here's more. Prospective vehicle buyers will have access to financing from about 15 banks at the upcoming Auto Sale and Expo as Zondatech Ghana seeks to make new vehicles more accessible to Ghanaians. With the current lending rate hovering at 15.64% as of June 2026, Ghanaians are being urged to take advantage of the lower lending rate to purchase vehicles at the upcoming Expo. The two-day event, organized in partnership with Channel 1 Television, is scheduled for August 13 and 14 at the Zondatech showroom in Jowulu. The Chief Executive Officer of Zondatech Ghana, Yang, called on Ghanaians to take advantage of the financing arrangements.
So on that day, you will be seeing around 15 banks there. They are willing to help the customers to patronize, to buy the vehicles. Because you know the banks, they say now the basic rate has come down. Now Ghanaians can get cheaper loans from the banks. So it's beneficial for both the customers and the banks, and also for Zonda.
So we come on that day, the cars will be on display and the banks will also be there.
Yeah, the banks, they said that because of Zonda, they will even give a lower interest rate for the customers.
Will there be test drives happening on the day?
Yeah. Customers can test the vehicle, no problem.
Test the vehicle.
Managing Director of Channel 1 Television and City FM, Samuel Atamensa, said the Auto Sale and Expo was designed to give consumers a first-hand experience with a broad range of vehicles and equipment offered by Zondatech.
We partner different organizations for the very reason that we are passionate about the Made in Ghana flagship policy and how it will benefit Ghanaians. She used the word revolutionize, and I think that's right on point. How to drastic change in our automobile consumption habits. The hitherto the dependence on used vehicles. Now we buy used vehicles not because we love them, it's because of affordability. So the shift is that with the same money that could have bought you if you like a decent used vehicle, the same money can buy you a very decent new vehicle. And that's what we are preaching.
Now, after tracking price movements across household food staples, fresh produce, protein, fuel, transport and construction inputs in Accra's major markets, the Channel 1 Market Price Barometer now turns from the numbers to the people behind them. While July recorded price declines in several commodities, sharp increases in tomatoes and live chicken point to uneven pressures across the market. Traders say the movements are shaped by more than supply and demand. Here's more.
The July edition of the Channel 1 Market Price Barometer showed mixed price movement across Accra's market, while the price of plantain, cassava, eggs, and some fresh produce declined. Tomatoes recorded the sharpest increase within the household food basket. Tomato trader Esther Inima attributes the increase to rising procurement costs.
Sana ya fa wa Accra adaka nanka akoso 75 basisi ya atra ako 95 million nti unni sika untimi nto obeba nso ne asai wom ne apoto nti mede menya misika sa 95 million nti sa kwan ya mefa so ameboa me so menya misika no na me so mefa so amaboa
pacho dia we share buckets see ASA
acha 400 cedis.
Onions also recorded a marginal increase during the month. Although the commodity remains available, traders say challenges in the supply chain continue to affect prices.
Say you quite bito, but say ne bona ayede kakra. Say so why that. Ba auto abi o abetone mu asai. By say rubber near the G70 and tomato is concono so yet only 40 cedis. Busumi remu de a cost or kakra. By last month ne de le kakra.
Yɛhwɛ kotokuo na kotokuo no ɛda sɛ.
Kotokuo no ndra ye ko ho kotoku ho ko 5. Ye ko o de my 12, ebi 13.5, ebi 13.
In contrast, plantain prices declined. The reduction reflects improved market availability, providing some relief to consumers.
Bako 5 say 20 cedi. By say Gianni won't still the eternity price no enya shwe the eternity come see afia Gianni wo the price no ye edro no so kasia pa ye 70 80 kotwa no to say the si no be 50 Ghana 40 30 crown.
Meanwhile, frozen chicken prices remain relatively stable, but traders say developments beyond the local market continue to influence the cost of imported poultry products.
Last month it increased. So last month, because of the war that happened outside, and then they had shots at harbor, so they increased there. So as they increase, you have to also increase here so that you can also get our income or something small. So as they increase there, we have to increase here too. So as they reduce there, we also reduce there. And it means now the hard is meaning.
We now bring you an update on crude oil prices and how the local currency is performing on the interbank markets. And that's it for Channel One Business. I am Nashika Caesar. Sanda, back to you.
Thank you so much, Nashika Caesar, from the Channel One Business Desk. Now to some other stories. One of the 5 children receiving treatment at the Intensive Care Unit, ICU, of the police hospital in Accra during the Jawulu Highway accident has died. A member of the Public Relations Department of the Ghana National Fire Service, Assistant Divisional Officer 1 Alex Kingnati, said the young lady succumbed to her injuries sustained during the accident.
We can confirm that, unfortunately, one of the victims of the tragic accident unfortunately passed away yesterday evening. She's around 5 or 6 years old, and she died around 7 p.m. while on admission at the ICU at the police hospital. I must admit, the doctors at the police hospital did their very best to stabilize the child, but looking at the severe damage or the extent of injury she sustained, it's no one can be blamed. So our heart goes out to the family. The fortunate thing is that the other 10 kids who were at 37 hospital are currently in very stable condition.
Now, HR professionals are calling for a review of Ghana's Labour Act to grant maternity and paternity leaves to adoptive and surrogate parents as part of efforts to modernize workplace policies. The professionals say the world of work has changed dramatically and needs to be applied in Ghana. There's more in this report.
The call came during the masterclass sessions on the second day of the 2026 HR Connect Conference in Accra, held under the theme From Certification to Competence, while elevating HR is critical for business growth and competitive advantage. Group Head of Human Resources and Administration at the Bank of Africa, Eric Kojoban Esquanche, said the HR community submitted the proposal during consultations on the new labor bill, arguing that adoptive and surrogate parents should be given time to bond with their children.
The world of work is changing. In the past, there are certain things that we saw as taboo, we frowned on as a society, but now it's part of us. One of such things is asking people to even carry babies for them, what we call surrogacy. Now, the question being asked is, how would you treat a staff who is unable to conceive and has gotten somebody else to carry the baby for them? When that baby is born, would that staff be entitled to a maternity leave or not? And it begs the question that why are we being given maternity leave? Is this just because we need to breastfeed? Or just because somebody has carried a baby? Or it's because there's supposed to be a certain bonding? There's supposed to be a certain knowing of each other?
The executive director of the Strategic HR Center, Emmanuel Woyomi, called on students, regardless of academic background, to build digital and artificial intelligence skills to remain competitive in the future world of work.
My message to young people, especially those in the university, is that the world of work has changed and the nature of the work we do at the workplaces are also changing, especially regarding technological change. And so no matter your degree background, there are some skills that have become like a generic skills, or they are more like a soft skills, even though they are technology inclined. So digital skills are very important. No matter which field of work you find yourself, it's important to learn more digital skills. Gone are the days where we work and save on desktop. These days we work in the clouds. And working there requires that we develop digital skills, how to use Google Doc, Google Slide, and so many other digital skills.
You're watching Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. I am Umaru Sandamado. Still ahead, Team Ghana misses opportunity to increase medal tally at the 2026 Commonwealth Games. We have that in a jiffy. Please stay with us.
Imagine a life where every moment flows effortlessly, where every choice brings you closer to the life you've always wanted. Give yourself more ways to receive joy. Have more time to party. With G-Money, every moment flows seamlessly. Just pay and keep the good vibes going. Instantly top up airtime or data so you never miss life's special moments, because your memories together should matter more. Give yourself more freedom to celebrate. Pay bills quickly and seamlessly so nothing disrupts your moments. Have more financial control. With G-Money, you can effortlessly manage bulk payments and keep your business running smoothly. Dial *488# or download the app and explore the new G-Money today. G-Money. Give yourself more.
As the sun rises over the city of Accra, its warm glow settles on one of the city's most thoughtfully planned communities, Lakeside Estate, and once again, something exceptional is unfolding. After the successful sale of our 4-bedroom Orca at Lakeside Hills, a new masterpiece is about to make its debut. An exquisite 4-bedroom story Orca home overlooking a breathtaking landscape of the Abri Mountains. This remarkable home now features a total floor area of 330 square meters, set on a generous 7,140 square foot plot. Step inside and you're welcomed by a spacious foyer leading to an open living and dining area, paired with a modern fitted kitchen with a stylish island crafted for the ultimate cooking experience. On the first floor, family living takes center stage. Spend quality time together and enjoy the convenience of a newly added infinite kitchenette, perfect for warming up your coffee or tea. For our esteemed homeowners who value privacy and productivity, a dedicated study area has been beautifully integrated into the design. This new home is a testament to trust, craftsmanship, and modern living. A space where elegance, comfort, and style come together effortlessly. Book your spot today by calling our sales expert on 020-477-5040 or 477-5042. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friendly Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friendly once now.
Hey, is that you?
Improve car.
Yeah.
Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did it, Sasso spray. Mr. Friendly Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso.
Sasso, come on, Tom Preco.
Are you planning to relocate from your company office or house, whether across cities to another town or halfway around the country? You want a moving company you can depend on to get you there? Let me introduce you to Logistics Movers. We are here to help you every step of the way, from planning the move to unpacking the last box and settling into your office or home. We have the expertise, experience, and market understanding and offer fast, reliable, and professional transportation services in Ghana. Our main thrust is to successfully move your business, household items safely, on time, and hassle-free. You can call us on 0246 833 539 or 0244 342 465. You can also send us an email to info@logisticsmovers.com or check our website www.logisticsmovers.com. Why expose your company or household items to theft or damages when you are relocating if it's avoidable? Logistics Movers, we help you relocate.
You're welcome back. It's now time for Channel 1 Sports with Yao Eje Minta. You're welcome, Mint. Please give us what you have for us in sports.
Now, we begin with the Commonwealth Games, and Team Ghana narrowly missed the chance to add a third medal to its tally at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow after 17-year-old judoka Frema Eje lost her women's 57 kg bronze medal contest. Eje was beaten by England's Lily 9 in the bronze medal bout, ending the teenagers' impressive run at the Games.
Was, for me, to be honest, I don't find it too nerve-wracking because I know I have to be realistic. I'm 17 years old. I'm going up against people who are training full-time. So I just stayed positive, honestly, and I went out there and I did the best I could. I made sure that I do my usual judo, attacking, be proud of myself because I've come out here. I've shown what Ghanaian judokas can do. And I hope that a lot of people watching back home can feel encouraged because if I can get this close, like, imagine what you guys can do.
We stay with the Commonwealth Games, and veteran sprinter Joseph Paul Amoah has missed out on a gold medal at the 2026 Commonwealth Games after finishing 7th in the men's 200-meter final. Now, Amoah ran a time of 20.47 seconds after qualifying with a time of 20.24 seconds in the semi-finals. Now, Amoah finished 7th behind South Africa's Dambile and to miss out on the podium finish. Amoah, in the last Commonwealth Games, finished 3rd to give Ghana a medal in the competition, but missed out on the podium finish in this year's edition. Now, here is Joseph Paul Amoah speaking after the race.
I know it could go to anybody, so I just wanted to make sure I come out here and run a good race. And I was hoping that my race plan would be good enough to make the podium, but unfortunately it wasn't. So again, kudos to the guys that got on the podium, and I'll just have to, come back better next time.
Do you feel disappointed? 4 years ago, you were on the podium. This time, you're not. Does it take something away from you?
Nah. I think I'm still a champ, and I'm still gonna keep working hard. This is not gonna discourage me. I'm not disappointed.
LA in 2 years. What are you looking up to?
Now, the Commonwealth Games update is brought to you by Ghana Commercial Bank and the whole brand. I am Yao Ej Minta. Sandra, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mint, for the latest in the world of sports. And that's how we end today's edition of Channel One Newsroom. I am Umaru Sandamadu. Thank you so much for watching us.